Well, here's an update on that lathe that I bought for the guys that are interested. Not much progress. It's it's further from being used than it was when I started. I pulled the quick change gearbox off of it. This is just the end of the lead screw there. It was not working in low gear, basically. Like, the gearbox is what controls the feed of the carriage and the cross slide. They're both power feed, and you can put it in different positions based on how fast you want it to feed. So everything was working except for the D and E ranges on the left hand lever, I think. So I took it apart to figure what was going on, and I had to pull off this banjo, they call it, and a couple other gears and stuff. And this here apparently is a optional clutch that was on this lathe, but yeah, I figured all that out, and I figured out how to put it in back gear, they call it, I think. Basically there's like a planetary gear set in here, and there's a pin right here that locks it together so it goes fast, and then when you unpin it, it lets the gear spin independently, and it runs those planetaries inside, I think. Anyway, this here is what engages it, but I got it in right now because I was letting it spin free. So yeah, that's where that's at. I got everything working on it, I think. This here is pretty ugly. I don't know if I'm going to look for another one or not. It's all like someone had used a hammer to get that off. I assume what was going on was there had, I don't have it here in front of me, but there was another chuck or a live center or something with number 2 Morse taper on it, which is what this is. And this one here looks to be hammered on too, actually, so that's probably what they were doing. They were just hammering this and they chewed all this up, but really all you got to do to unlock that is to roll this or wind it all the way in, and as you can see there, it pushes it off on the tang on the end. So someone, I guess, didn't know that, and they were just doing that, hammering on it. But I need to find a thing for this. I think this is what locks it. I think I got no way to lock it, and there's quite a bit of play in it too. But so I gotta figure that out yet. And over here we have the quick change gearbox. I had it all apart before, but I'm after putting it back together. But right here is where the issue was. There's a gear missing. It wasn't even there at all. Like it's supposed to be there, obviously, but it wasn't that there was broken gear or teeth missing or something like that. It was just completely gone. Like someone had taken it apart and removed it, I guess. It must have been causing issues, and that was their fix instead of replacing it. So I ordered that, an aftermarket gear, I think it was. It wasn't used, it was aftermarket. That was $100 US, so 175 Canadian by the time I got it. I ordered a chuck because the chuck that came with it doesn't really fit that great. Well, it doesn't fit at all. I could make it fit, I guess. But the more major problem was it was missing one of the, well, I can show you. It's missing that right there. See, there's nothing, and then there's the screw and the screw and the screw and nothing. So junk. Plus yeah, it's all banged up and crappy anyway. So ordered a new one of those. I scored it on eBay for like, I don't know, $75 or something, brand new, so that's not too bad. Got a few other things coming in for it, but nothing too exciting. So that's where we're at with that. Yeah, kind of just waiting on parts and stuff. So I'll let you know when I'm using it. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.